Hello, I'm Pastor Salima Stewart Hunter.
And I'm Pastor James E. Hunter.
We are co-pastors of the Unconditional Love Worship Center in Omaha, Nebraska. Our address is 7112 North 30th Street, Omaha, Nebraska 68112.
At Unconditional Love, we preach and teach about the unconditional love of God. We invite you to come and worship with us every Sunday morning at 11:30 a.m. Come and experience the unconditional love of God.
Like us on Facebook, on our Facebook page, Unconditional Love Worship Center.
Let us know how we can pray for you. Send us a post with your prayer request. We believe that the manifestation of miracles will be released in your life.
Now get ready to receive a powerful and anointed word from the Lord.
We love you unconditionally.
And God alone, because of you my cloudy days are gone. I can sing to you this song. I just want to say that I love you more than anything.
Not at all. A lot of women that have had children, there's women that have abandoned their children, there's women that have abused their children, and those women are not good mothers. But there are some good mothers out there that will make sacrifices and go above and beyond to take care of their babies, to take care of their children. And I want to share with you something. When I was praying and asking the Lord to give me something for Mother's Day, I was praying for strength to be able to do this. Because this is a challenging day for me, because 2 months ago I lost my mother. And I didn't know how this day would be. I really didn't know. But I knew this, that I would need the Lord's strength to make it through. And God is sovereign. If He said He would do something, He will do it. And He said that He would be my strength. He said He would be with me. He would never leave me, nor forsake me. He said that. So that's what I'm holding on. And I'll share this till my day when I go to be with the Lord. I will share this, what my mother said, that whenever she got done testifying, she would say, "Pray my strength in the Lord." And I find myself saying that and pray, Lord, I need your strength. If you're going to pray for James, pray James' strength in the Lord. So I thank my mother for that. But I want to share with you for a few moments, because I want you to spend time with your moms and with your children and the grandchildren. I know that, thank God for Brother LeRon being here with his mom on Mother's Day. What a blessing. Love her. Cherish her. Cherish her. Take care of her. Love her. Because when they're gone, they're gone. No one else can take the place of your mother. A lot of people, they say, this is my play mom, or this is my, my God mom, and this and that. There's nobody like your mother. There's nobody in this world can take the place of Lily Hunter. Nobody. Nobody. So honor them. Honor your mother today. Not just on today, but every day. But I want to share with you, God, give me strength. Give me strength, Lord. Just a few moments to share what you've laid on my heart. And when the Lord dealt with me about this, and He took me to the scripture of 1 Kings, the 3rd chapter. And this is a very interesting story. 1 Kings, the 3rd chapter, beginning at the 16th verse. And I'm going to read the 16th through the 28th. And it's going to give us a picture of mothers. It's going to give us a very interesting picture of mothers. And I'll share, but I want to use for a thought for just a few moments, from a prostitute to a mother. From a prostitute to a mother. And we'll get into that in just a moment. Let's read. The 16th verse says, soon afterwards, 2 young prostitutes came to the king to have an argument settled. I'm reading out of the True Living Bible translation. Sir, one of them began, we live in the same house, just the 2 of us. And recently I had a baby. When it was 3 days old, this woman's baby was born too. But her baby died during the night when she rolled over it in her sleep and smothered it. Then she got up in the night and took my son from beside me while I was asleep and laid her dead child in my arms and took mine to sleep beside her. And in the morning, when I tried to feed my baby, it was dead. But when I became light, when it became light outside, I saw that it wasn't my son at all. Then the other mother interrupted. It certainly was her son, and the living child is mine. No, the woman said, the dead one is yours, and the living one is mine. And so they argued back and forth before the king. Then the king said, let's get the facts straight. Both of you claim the living child, and each says that the dead one belongs to the other. All right, bring me a sword. So a sword was brought to the king. Then he said, divide the living child in 2 and give half to each of these women. Then the woman, who really was the mother of the child and who loved him very much, cried out, oh no, sir, give her the child and don't kill it. But the other woman said, all right, it will be neither yours nor mine, divided between us. Then the king said, give the baby to the woman who wants him to live, for she is the mother. Word of the king's decision spread quickly throughout the entire nation, and all the people were awed as they realized the great wisdom God had given him. From a prostitute to a mother. We understand that prostitution has been around for a very long time. And my question was, why do women go into that line or into that work or into that profession, if you will? Some women do it because they're forced into it. And what prostitution is a woman selling her body for profit, to make money, giving herself. And the greatest possession that a woman has is her body. And if a woman decides to sell herself, then it puts her in a category of low status, the way society looks at them. A woman that puts herself in that position, and women again, they do it for different reasons. You find individuals that are trying to make ends meet. Women that you find that women that are in college that can't afford to pay their tuition or buy their books will go out and become ladies of the evening and get involved with an escort service just to make money to make ends meet. There are some women that the sex trafficking act and forced into selling their bodies and to giving themselves of that and being involved in that type of line of work and the prostitution. Some do it because they have been possessed with a sexual demon, and the only way they can find satisfaction is to give themselves in a sexual manner. From a prostitute to a mother. And so we find here that a mother is a person that loves her children unconditionally. A real mother will make sacrifices for their children. A real mother is not selfish. Now let's go back to the prostitute. A prostitute will do what she does in many cases for selfish reasons. She will do what she needs to do to take care of herself. And if that means selling her body, she will do what she needs to do to take care of her. Amen. But a mother will make sacrifices for herself, for her children. She will give up the things that she wants and desires so her children can have what they need. I remember growing up in our household, and we stayed on 18th and Manderson in a corner house. And I was the oldest child at home, and this is talking about what a mother would do. And I would go to the grocery store with my mother. And Mama was very thrifty. She was very wise when it comes to spending money. And because Daddy, he would get the money and he just spent it. But so Mama handled the money and she would buy the groceries. And we would go, and there was 5 of us. It was my mother, my father, myself, my brother, and my baby sister. So there was 5. And Mama, we would go to the meat counter, and Mama would get a package of pork chops, Sister Jackie, and there would only be 4 in the package. Now I'm thinking I'm pretty smart. I'm 10, 11 years old, I'm pretty smart. Now I'm going, wait a minute, there's Daddy, there's Mama, there's James, there's Billy, there's Kathy. That's 5. There's only 4 pork chops in that package. Somebody ain't getting no pork chop. Now I figured that out on my own, Javante. I knew that there was 5 and only 4. Somebody ain't getting one. My daddy worked and my mama worked. But and we went to school, and when we got home, and when Mama got home, Mama prepared dinner. And Mama made sure that Daddy ate. She made sure she fixed his plate, and she made sure that her 3 kids ate, and she fixed our plate. And I went up to Mama, and I said, Mama, there's only 4 pork chops. Now, Mama worked a hard job, a labor job. She stood on her feet all day long. But talking about what a real mother would sacrifice. Now, we was poor. We didn't know how poor we were, but we were poor. So we had the pork chops, some syrup, and biscuits. And every now and then we might have had a can of corn to go with it. But that was our dinner. But there was only 4 pork chops. And I said, Mama, there's only 4 pork chops. And when she made our plate, there was a pork chop on Daddy's plate, on my plate, on my brother's plate, and my baby sister's plate. But when Mama made her plate, there was only some syrup and biscuits. I said, Mama, you don't have a pork chop. And this is what she would tell me. She said, James, don't worry about it. I'm okay. Y'all eat. sacrifice. For that's what the love of a mother would do, would go without so her children would have. The love of a mother would give her life for her kids. A mother, the true love of a mother, would make the sacrifice and not get that new outfit so her little boy or her little girl could get some new shoes. That mother would make the sacrifice. A real mother would make the sacrifice and not get her hair done so her son or her daughter could have school clothes to go to school. A real mother. A real mother is nurturing, is caring. A real mother. Every woman, again, as I stated, that has a child is not a real mother. But in the story here in the Bible, we find that there were two young prostitutes. And they lived that lifestyle. They were, as again, when you hear the word prostitute, you think of women that are loose, that are not disciplined, that has low morals or low values. When you think of a prostitute, and prostitute and mother don't necessarily go in the same sentence. But here we find, for whatever reason, I don't know, they were using birth control. I don't know if they even had birth control back then. I don't know. But in this situation, they lived together and they both got pregnant. They both got pregnant. Now that within itself caused a lot of problems, because depending on when they got into the third trimester of their pregnancy, they could probably not do what they needed to do to make the money that they needed to make because of the size that they were in their third trimester. So it no doubt caused a financial hardship, because if you can't make that money, it will affect you. So they got pregnant. They lived together, and they had, it never says, and there's certain stories in the Bible that talks about women, the woman that was caught in adultery. It takes two to commit adultery, but they caught her, but they didn't catch the man. Interesting. Had to be a man to be caught in adultery. But somehow or another, the man got away and they caught the woman, and they brought the woman to Jesus. In this situation, in order to get pregnant, it takes two. Where was the daddies in this situation? No doubt, they might not even know who the father was, because they were prostitutes, and they slept with probably a multitude of men. All right, so the story goes that they lived together, and one woman had a baby, and 3 days later, the other young prostitute had a baby. And they went to bed, and one of the babies died. The mother rolled over on the baby while the baby was asleep. I used to work for an agency that was called Omaha Healthy Start. And we worked with women to help in the northeast sector of Omaha to reduce infant mortality. And one of the things that we taught women is to not to sleep, have your baby sleep in the bed with you, because there was a high number of infant mortality in north and northeast Omaha, because women would roll over and sleep and kill their baby while they were asleep, called SIDS. So their babies would die in the bed while they were sleeping, die of SIDS. So we would tell women, do not put the baby in the bed with you, and if you put them in their own bed, they sleep with nothing in the bed, no toys, no pillows or anything. They sleep separately. That's what we were taught, and that's what we taught women to do. But these women put the baby in the bed and she rolled over on her baby, and the baby died. And she was distraught, but her friend that was living with her had just had a baby. So she got in her mind, I'm going to take this dead baby and take the one that's alive and replace it and take the baby that's alive and I'm going to keep it. And when the next morning, when they got up, the other woman got up to feed her baby, to breastfeed her baby, and she realized that her baby was dead. She realized that her baby was dead. And she said, she looked at the baby and she came to the realization that this baby is not mine. A mother knows their child. A real mother knows their child. Denise said, you know your baby scream. When she cried, you could tell if there was 50 people in the room, you would know that's your baby. A mother knows when their baby is in distress. There's just character, because there's an intimate relationship between a mother and a child. There's a bond between a mother and a child. That bond begins on the day of conception. And that mother carries that baby in her womb for 9 months. Men, we can't relate to that. We don't know what that's like. We don't know what it's like to have something living and growing and developing in us and maturing in us. And we don't know what it's like to give birth. But a mother knows. A mother knows what that feels like. And so she knows that baby, that child, intimately. She knows when that baby makes a groan or a moan, she knows that her child, if a mother has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kids, she can tell when Billy cries, it's different from the way when James cries. A mother knows the way Javante is going to act in a situation differently from the way Jarrell is going to act in a situation. A mother knows her children. A mother. A real mother. So now we're in this situation where these women are going back and forth. They're arguing. That's my child. You talking about baby mama drama. Usually baby mama drama includes a man. But in this situation, you got baby mama drama with 2 women because one child had died. So they said, okay, we know we got to settle this. Because the woman that said, hey, I know that's my baby, I know my son, and that's my child that's alive. And the woman, she was selfish. It was all about her and what she wanted. And she said, no, that's my child. So they said, let's take it to the king. So they got together and they went to the king and started even arguing before the king. The woman, they told the king the story and said, no, that's my child. No, you rolled over on your baby. You know you did while you're lying. You know you rolled over on him, you slept, and you rolled over and you killed your baby, and you took that dead baby and you put it in the bed with me and took my, you know you lying. And she said, no, that's not true. This baby is my baby. But a real mother had to make a decision. The king said, all right, give me a sword. Give me a sword. Devontae, the king said, go get a sword. And people were like, what are you going to do with the sword? What are you going to do? He said, give me a sword, and I'm going to fix this situation. Got a sword? He said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Lay the baby down, and I'm going to cut the baby in half. And I'm going to give half of the baby to you because you said it's yours, and I'm going to give the other half to you because you said it's yours, and that will settle it. But to give A half of a baby means you've given a dead baby. Now the woman, the prostitute, that wasn't a real mother, she said, fine, cut the baby in half. A real mother would never say that. A real mother would give her life for her children. A real mother would make the ultimate sacrifice for her child. But she said, no, go ahead, king, and cut the baby in half. But a transformation took place here. The woman that was a prostitute transformed from being a prostitute. Her mind changed, her disposition changed, her way of thinking changed. She transformed from being a prostitute to being a real mother. And she said, king, don't cut the babies in half. Don't cut the baby in half, but give the baby whole to this mother, to this woman who's a prostitute. Give it to her because I want my baby to live. I want my child to live. Even if it means I'm not the one that's going to raise it, I know my baby is going to be alive. If I'm not the one that's going to be there to nourish it, to watch it grow up, at least my baby is alive. If I'm not the one to feed it and to get it ready to go to school and to teach it and to discipline it and to train it, at least my baby is alive. From a prostitute mindset to the mindset of a mother, a transformation took place. Young women that have babies, you see a transformation where they were carefree and did everything that they wanted to do, had fun, went out, enjoyed people and their friends. But when they had a baby, something on the inside transformed. And they changed. They became caring and loving and responsible for their baby. Denise got a beautiful baby here. And I read her post on and I see, because she was in college and working and doing everything and taking care of herself, but I see the transformation of a young woman from being carefree, educating herself, providing for herself, taking on the responsibility of being a mother. And you're a good mom. You love, I see how you love your daughter. I see how you care for her. I see how you bathe her, how you make sure she's clean. That's a mother, a transformation, because over a year ago, you didn't have to worry about a baby. But something happens with a real mother. I've seen mothers, women, let me say it that, women that have given birth to babies and give them up. Put them up for adoption. Say, or give them to their mother and let the grandmother raise the baby. Because they haven't made that transformation from being whatever they are to a mother. Our honor mothers today. That transformation that takes place in a mother from a person to being a first-time mother, or even a second-time mother, or even a third-time mother, a transformation takes place. They lose that spirit, a real mother loses that spirit of selfishness. They lose that I attitude. It's all about me. It's all about what I want to do. A real mother, they lose all of that and their children becomes their world. A transformation takes place. Just like with us, whether you're a male or a female, a transformation must take place in your life. Jesus must become your focus. I hear mothers say all the time, my children are my world, and that's wonderful. But Jesus ought to become our world. Jesus ought to be everything to us. Jesus ought to be first in our lives. Before I'm a father, it's Jesus. Before I'm a grandfather, it's Jesus. Before I'm an uncle, before I'm a cousin, before I'm a brother, it's Jesus. Before I'm a husband, it's Jesus. Before I'm a pastor, it's Jesus. A transformation has taken place. I've gone from a rank sinner to a child of God. The things that I used to do, that woman that was a prostitute, the things that she used to do, she didn't do them anymore because she made that transformation from a prostitute to a mother. She stopped sleeping around and started taking care of her baby. When we make that transformation in our lives, we stop doing the things that we used to do that please the flesh. And we allow Jesus to come in. And Jesus become the Lord of our life. He becomes, and you know what? Hallelujah.